get ready to risk it all. Oh, the tide it will rise or fall. Boomer Degen having fun. Spot of futures and the run. Coffee in hand, prepping the day. Boomer Degen, profits all the way.
All right. Hello and welcome to this episode of Boomer and Degen. I am your host, Biz, coming at you live with Andy, co-founder of Crypto Hub HQ. Andy, good morning to you, or afternoon, that is, to you. You know, today was a good day. It was supposed to be a good day. I mean, it depends on how you looked at it. I mean, Trump got sworn in, so that's a good news, right? Sorry. Okay, I'm just joking. All right, no, but honestly, that was big news. That was big news. But the thing is, it wasn't a catalyst. Like everybody thought that was going to be the big boom, and we're going to get like the BTC to 100K or beyond that, whatever. We didn't get no moonshot. People are disappointed. I don't know. I mean, the streets are offering plenty of opportunity if you want to get in now. What are you seeing? How are you feeling? And happy Trump Day.
Well, yesterday, prior to him coming in, we had a new all-time high in Bitcoin, and it didn't last very long, right, before it went down. But we're going to get into that, Biz, and so we're going to start with the market health. Right now, down again, right? Started to go up. The 15-minute 1 hour was going up, but then. Of course, we've gone back down. And the reason for that is when you come to here, we've talked about this level here, right? This break of structure level. And then we went above it. And if I go down to the hour chart, so the other day this was over the weekend, we went above it, we retested it, we went above it, we dropped beneath it. And then yesterday, at sort of 10 a.m. in the morning, and then by mid-afternoon, my time, we were heading for an all-time high, and that happened on this exchange on BingX at 109,952. I've got an alert set when it breaks 110. It just didn't do it. Mm-hmm. So it just literally got like $400 short of 110,000. Since that very moment, you can see by the wick on the hour chart, it's kind of been back down again, right? Complete deflation. And we're now back inside that break of structure channel again, and again it's acting as resistance again, like it did the other day. Like I think on yesterday's stream, it was acting as resistance again. Just can't get above it, bouncing below it on a fair value gap now and an order block. So maybe that'll get pushed up, and when the London market opens, maybe we'll go back up. But the Americans, I've said this on multiple streams, the Americans like to push it down. And that's kind of what they did yesterday while I was sleeping, right? They pushed it down. And they've done that numerous days. And I've not really kept a pattern of this, but I could run, because we've got all the data, I could run a query and tell you on average how many times each session, Asia, London, and the US, New York, push it up or down, right? Because we come back to that accumulation, manipulation, distribution thing, right?
Yeah. So it's just like swapping out rotation between regions. It seems.
Yes, that's right. And so we'll see. I can run a query about that to see if the Americans are the kind of bears in all of this, or what's happening. If there's any pattern at all, we don't know. But anyway, we seem to go down quite often when the American markets open. I don't. Again, as a trader, I don't frankly care. It makes no difference to me. So on the 50, sorry, I've just got the same chart now. Normally I'm on the 15-minute, normally here I'm on the day. So that's the picture on the day. We kind of officially made a higher high because we went to an all-time high, and now we're coming down again. And if this turnaround at the bottom here is another higher low, then I think the next push is above 110.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah. That's a natural progression, right? And it's literally on the day it's on a fair value gap. On the 4 hour, it's been bouncing off this 4 hour gap, fair value gap, right? And on the 1 hour, it's literally inside an order block, there's a fair value gap, right? And in fact, I've just done I'm on the 6th training video, the educational video about the trading strategy that I come up with and that I use every day. I've just done the 6th one. And actually, when you eventually watch that within our server, you'll see that what we're looking at now, if I was to put a point of control on here, I guarantee you there's a point of control going through this, right? Going right through this. I've taken them all off just to make the chart look a bit cleaner for the streams. But I guarantee you there's one going through there, right? And I'm not going to bother putting it on now for you, but I guarantee there is.
Well, you mentioned 6 videos, so I'm interested to see because I only saw the one and I was like, wow, it was pretty nice to see.
It's like building up a story, right? So because you have to, what the hell is a point of control? What the hell is a fair value gap, and why are they important? What the hell is an order block, and why are they important, right? What about the confluences between them? What's a break of structure? What's market structure, right? To cause a break of structure. So I build them up, and the video I've just done brings it all together to show you how to find a trade setup using them. And that comes down to confluences. And the key thing is liquidity at all points, right? All of these fair value gaps, point of controls, order blocks, they're all about liquidity, where the liquidity is, right? And
well, I'll be curious to see the one on setting up your risk reward, because your stops are one of the tightest I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because I have, there's the one video I've not done yet is the ultimate indicator, which is BTC. BTC is both a gravity well and rocket fuel. If it's going up, then, that's why we have these different alerts, right? Like rise fast, fall less. Because if Bitcoin's going up, they go up a shitload more. And then when Bitcoin has a natural pullback to a fair value gap, they only go down a little, right? So you can stay in the trade confidently, and things like that. But yes, I can get to that I've got a few more videos to do to bring it all together. And then because I use AI and I've trained my voice, it's like AI Andy on the videos. The ones to really show you the setups, I can't use AI. I've got to do it effectively as a live video. It's the only way, really, right, to be able to sort of talk it through.
Yeah.
So I'll record them as a screen capture with me talking it through. So when I find a particular trade that I like, I'll just record it, and then we have that. So that's Bitcoin. If we come back to here, we've not really moved on our little friend here. We've stayed in the same place.
You would have thought that Trump season would have kicked off an altcoin season, but it didn't.
No, I mean,
we need to get more of his family involved.
You don't think we've got enough people involved already?
Well, I like that meme that Elon dropped of like the family. This is what you call generational wealth.
Oh, yeah, right. for their family, yeah. So yes, I mean it's what can you say? I'm going to keep politics out of this, right? Because we've got our own problems. I don't now actually live in the UK, but the UK has its own bloody problems. So as does Europe, right?
I just say whatever makes the market move, let's go.
Yeah. Well, that's, as a trader, that's all you care about, right? What's moving the market and how is the market moving, and what's the right coins to trade, which is basically what our server is all about.
Yeah.
The fair greed index has gone up a right little bit, but we're still in neutral territory. I think yesterday it was like 58. Yeah, today it's 59. So no real move. And the liquidations, I don't know why that's gone dark. If we come here, $500 million in longs wrecked and $250 million in shorts wrecked. So in the last 24 hours. So I think everybody was expecting it to be going up.
Yeah.
Because Senior Trump took back over, but no, I don't think I mean, he sucked enough liquidity out of the alt market anyway with his meme coins, right? I've not even looked at that today. Trump.
It wasn't doing that well. Well, I mean, I tried to trade it, but I would like.
What did I tell you? What did I say to you about this? I said in the stream yesterday. I said, be very careful if you're going to trade this.
Oh, I didn't even trade it. I didn't trade it.
No.
I didn't trade it. Yeah,
I
was looking at it at $40. Where is it at right now? 34. Yeah.
A lot of people have been trading it up in they're thinking going long, right? But look at that. Yesterday this is the hour chart, but you could have just,
Well,
it's following.
it was trading counter to BTC. I think that's what one of the alerts came in, and so I was looking at it, and then it
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah. Did it come into one of the alerts? What ICMB is falling?
Outpacing, yeah,
Oh,
Out,
outperforming
outperforming,
BTC.
yeah.
Did that come in when I was asleep?
Yeah, probably like 8 hours ago, at least.
USDT. Top retracement. It's in retracement, which you can tell now, right? That's a 13 minutes ago. That came in as a retracement. Yeah, that is definitely retraced. Rise
that
well
one.
fall. That was again today, but again, if you go down to say the 15-minute chart on that, what it's
Oh, it
saying
looks
is
like
it's going. Yeah,
yeah.
so it's you can see if I was going to do a trade setup on that right now. Again, you come back to what's BTC doing. BTC 15-minute is also having a little rise.
Nice. I like that. Hey,
And
yesterday during the stream was when the pump where Bitcoin pumped 6%. Like it was like pretty much half an hour,
yeah,
20 minutes after
yeah.
stream.
So you can see this came in rise fast at 1 o'clock and retraced, which it has and it is. So both of those alerts would have been able to say to you, oh, okay, now's a good time to go to the chart and see about a setup here.
Yeah.
And even if you did go long, I mean, on the 15-minute chart,
Man.
that's a 3% stop loss. I mean, there's no way I would do that, right? So, there you go. There's a probably a much better one. It gets a bit busier the screen, folks, when you kind of go down on the time frames. But you probably could have, assuming that we did it after there, you could have gone in. That would have been able to reduce it down to say 0.68. I'm not sure what I think you can use 40x leverage on Trump, but on Melania or on Bing X you can only use up to 25, I think.
I don't know. I don't even mess around past 20 when it comes to these alts anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's it's just about finding the confidence of when to go in.
Yeah, true.
Right.
I just keep getting stopped out. It's so annoying. Like I'll go through 5 stop losses to hit one trade.
I'm going to get on a call with you and go through that with you because I don't understand why that's happening to you, and I suspect.
But I'm trying to set them tight, so it's too tight.
I suspect it's because you're called Degen and I'm called Boomer.
Yeah.
But,
I can see it go down about 30, 40, and then it comes back for like 30 to 50.
You're raising as you go, right? As soon as it gets to like.
Well, that's what I did earlier today with what was it? Was that AI16Z? Anyways, it was at like 70%, but then I kept raising my stop and I got out at 29.
Yeah, so you got to again be careful raising your stop, and again, I keep coming back to this. BTC,
I mean, I don't even consider that a stop out. Like when I consider stop is like I didn't even get into profit, and it was stopping out like 5 times before I get into profit.
That's about what's BTC doing at this point?
Yeah.
Am I going long and short? What's BTC doing? And I'm patiently waiting for it to go under my entry. If I mean going long, I'm waiting for it to go under my entry price, come back up, go above it, and possibly retest it, then go up. That's probably why I get stopped out less than you.
Yeah, probably. But I think so.
Because that's just patience that I sort of like. I'm happy to wait.
Yeah, the problem is like I always want to get the bottom. It's like a challenge. I love it. Like, when you hit, it feels so gratifying. It's like one of the best feelings ever.
No, that's not what it's about. It's at the end of the day how much profit you earn.
That's true.
Isn't it? Who gives a shit whether you got the bottom or not? If you can get 2 or 3% in a trade and you use 20x or 40x.
Yeah. Like look, this looks nice, man. That would have been a nice trade.
Again, Bitcoin is yes, absolutely. So if you'd been watching this like this more like down here, but again, difficult to catch the bottom there, or you maybe could have done there. Again, you don't have the candles to go back as far. Oh yeah, you see there. This is on the 5-minute chart. You go all the way back to the 19. and there's a massive fair value gap. And if I just put a white line going across there, a dashed white line, and make it a bit brighter so that you can see it on the stream. Look at that when we came to here. You see how they act as support and resistance, right? It came in, it effectively tried to sweep it down inside it, and then bounced up. So whereas let's use this as an example now. Degen Biz would have been trying to get in down here, right?
I would have, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I would have.
Whereas Boomer Andy would have been waiting until it came back up, and if you kind of go down to like the 3-minute chart, it goes back up, it comes in and there you go. It goes above it. Can you just see on
I mean,
that
to be
candle
honest, this is a little bit harder to seek out. This one here, I would say, if you scroll back.
Look, it's there.
Well, I mean,
It's there.
yeah, it's there, but like even earlier, there was other signs, but then it went below. Even if you checked out the previous swing move.
If you go to the 1-minute chart on there, you
Wait, which time is this? This is before.
And then
yeah.
So this one, it goes above it. You know, like I said, I wait for it to go down, come up. I'm going to draw the picture, right? I wait for it to come down, go up, retest, and go. That's what I do. Mm-hmm. So that's why I can have ridiculously tight stops, because I'm not. And then if it does go against me, if BTC just suddenly drops and it follows, I've lost $20, something like that. You know, depending on what the stop is, right? So that's kind of the difference of how I do it. I think there's just a bit more patience involved. Whereas I don't care. I don't care if I get, like with this move here. If you see this one, this is another fine example. If I wasn't sure at this level here, I would have got in at this level. I wouldn't have tried to get in at this level necessarily, because even if you got in at this level, right, you've still got, I don't know why my thing has given me such massive profit, but there, if you just do that, you've still got a 10% trade, you know. And as a trader, who cares, right? 10% at 20x or 40x.
I even tried to do like a 3% trade. I couldn't even do it today.
I think that's because you're like that sharpshooter that he doesn't draw it from his holster and wait for the other person to draw. You've already got your finger on the trigger going like this.
Yeah, well, you know, the inauguration. I thought, you know, everybody. But to be honest, all I did was basically look at the charts, and as they were coming, I was looking at the tips as they were coming in, and I just grabbed a couple, like as it came in. So basically within 1 or 2 minutes, I was already looking at it. I'm like, okay, good. There's momentum. Boom, done. And I just hit it. Like I just fired off.
Yeah, right.
And then so what I found was the tips actually worked, but you know, there's continuation, but because of the way the market was overall, it was short-lived, but it still continued there, and I did see 70%. It hit 70%. I just never hit the sell order.
And you didn't take it, and that's the key, right?
What's up?
I said you didn't take it.
No, right? I took the stop loss at 29%.
Yeah, right. So this one here that came into retracement, right? APT, which I think you were trading yesterday. Look at that zone there. I mean, that's retraced. You've got an order block. It's pinged. It's got a fair value gap. It's been supported twice by that.
That's nasty. Earlier today.
That's looking potentially good if
Bitcoin. Yeah, absolutely.
About right. If Bitcoin now decides to go up,
that's a nice pattern, though. To be honest, what Bitcoin's doing right there. Yeah.
I mean,
nice reversal pattern potentially.
This is good for trading, right? If Bitcoin kept that up all day, every day, I would be a very happy trader.
Yeah.
But yes, it's the alerts are great for finding all of that. I mean, I don't know what else it's found. Oh, what did we say? It's just come in, rise fast, fall less, Trump again.
Yeah, we called it. We called it before it even came in.
Yeah. So, and then, whereas the reverse, right? fall fast, rise less. So if Bitcoin's falling, then has a pull back up to a bearish fair value gap, then these are the coins to trade when you're doing that. That's when it's doing that. And then obviously whatever else is coming, tons coming in to retrace right now. This is the issue with this one. You get so many coming into here if Bitcoin is tanking, right? That you've got to pick them, but there's no way for me to say, well, I'll pick the top 10 because there is not a top 10 really. They're either retraced or they're not retraced. But these won't be sent now for another few hours. It stops them coming in like every hour. It'll keep them for a bit, and then send them again if needed. But yes, the whole Trump day, I didn't expect Bitcoin to fly up only because it had already done it.
Yeah. I mean, it was very aggressive. 5 minutes going up 6% in 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It was the whole thing happened. This is a 15-minute chart, 15, 30, 45 minutes tops. Yeah, 45 minutes tops.
Well, I think right now is a good time to get into a position, though, for real, because I remember we were thinking about it, but I don't even think we were. I don't think we anticipated that move. You just said, "Oh, no. BTC is just putting in a move," and I'm like, "Oh no."
That's the thing you can't anticipate. It would be the same. Like if you've got a trade, you've got a very tight stop. Everything, all the confluences are in place, and it's looking good, and Bitcoin's playing ball. And then you go into the trade, and Bitcoin does the opposite of this and drops 6%. Well, there's just no way any technical analysis can allow for that. The flip side is if you've just gone wrong and this goes up 6% and the trade that you're in goes up 25, then woohoo, you know.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
As long as your stops are tight and you're getting in once you've got those confluences and you've had the retest and Bitcoin's playing ball, you get stopped out less. Yeah. I mean, everyone's been stopped out, but my stops are very small, which is why I'm really careful about my stops. And I have that 5% rule, whatever, again, if you've got $1,000, then $50 maximum stop per trade, right? That's it, right? And so they cannot take me down that more than 5% of my capital in any one trade, the end. And I normally have it less because there's slippage when the stop order happens, it becomes a market, so you get slippage, right?
Yeah, it can be really bad too. Depends on how aggressive that move is.
If it's falling past, you can take an extra hit, particularly when you're using leverage, right? So that's why I keep them really, really small, right? Really small. And if it goes against me, so what? You know, I don't really care because you only need one or two to go with you for the day, and you've recovered those losses like that, literally like that. You know. So yeah, in terms of news today, I was expecting a ton of news in our news to do with Senior Trump, but no.
Everyone did their partying on Sunday.
Yeah, right. I think there's nothing else really.
Pelosi, the pardon from Biden. Oh, sorry, that's nothing to do with crypto though, except for Gensler leaving, right?
Trump's now put in this mark. How do you pronounce his name? Ueda. I don't know how you pronounce that because I've not heard it spoken. But he's apparently a crypto-friendly, person. But we'll have to see how that affects everything. But he did say that Gary Gensler's last act. His last act was an SEC files a lawsuit against Helium Network creator Nova Labs. Yeah,
why?
That was his last. Well, let's have a quick look, shall we?
I mean, those guys were like the OG. Like nobody really bothered them. I mean, I have a couple buddies mining that they were doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's complaining. Lawyers allege that Nova Labs has sold millions of dollars in unregistered securities since 2019 via the electronic devices called hotspots, which mine crypto tokens while sharing internet connectivity with nearby devices.
Yeah.
So that's the theory here.
Mm-hmm.
But but again, I suspect they'll just overturn that.
For sure.
I suspect that's what will happen. So, but yeah, that's it today. Lots of trades to be taken.
Yeah, right now
but-
though. Right now, I feel like it has to be right now. Yeah. Look, yesterday, what did we do? What did we do? What were we doing? We were talking, and the move happened. So, and I'm looking
Yeah.
at the BTC chart right now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, no,
You
I'm
know?
not knocking. There are trades like, particularly with these alerts that we've got. There are trades all the time now, right? So whereas when I first before I started going short, like looked a while ago, before I started using shorts and longs, you'd be sat there waiting for hours for the market to be in a position, right? But now you're like, you've got alerts coming in guiding you to these particular coins. Then you go do your setups. Then you wait. Then you look at Bitcoin, and then you can take them. And that's how I can use reasonable leverage. That's the reason. But hopefully, in the next once I finish these probably 10, 11 videos, they'll all be going on our new YouTube channel. They'll all be coming into this Discord server, and so you quickly link to them, watch them, and it'll teach you how to use it.
No, that's dope. Yeah, no, can't wait to see that actually. Just because that first video that you dropped was like, it was a banger. So
yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. It won't be long. I've done 6 now.
I mean, the quality, the res is really good. Like from
Yeah.
from all the AI ones that we've done in the past, like or you've done in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. The because I'm doing them not like YouTube short now. I'm doing them proper YouTube sort of resolution. It means I can use wider because I needed a lot of space really for some of the stuff.
Goodness, come on! Did Trump token just that was when we were on the stream was a good time to buy when we first talked about it.
Okay, let me go back on. Oh, this is the one that we were on the 15-minute chart, and I said, "Yeah, look, a minute ago I was talking about that, right?"
Yeah,
it came in. You could have. There was a perfect entry into that if you'd have been watching it. Whether it's now going to go back down, and again, look, it's following Bitcoin now.
Yeah.
Literally, although it's actually counter trading Bitcoin a little bit. Has it come into our rising when Bitcoin is falling at all? Yeah, it has. Like overnight, it came into that channel. What that channel does is if Bitcoin it uses the hour chart, and if Bitcoin is going down in the last hour, it'll tell you those coins that are going up. So they're trading in a contrarian fashion. It doesn't last for long, but you can find them, and that's what this does.
Yeah, 1,000 Satoshi is outpacing the market. Let me think.
Okay, hang on a sec.
1,000.
On TradingView, you can't start with a number. You've got to go back.
Oh, it works. Okay, well, it looks like it's pulling back because that move was pretty good. 6%.
Yes, did that come into one of our alerts?
Yeah, it did, but that was like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, so 12:15 it came into rise fast, falls less, right? So what we're saying is here, if that's still ringing true an hour and a half later, it can swap. That this could effectively at this fair value gap, which is inside an order block, granted a bearish order block, but they can still act as support once it's mitigated, which it kind of now is. Then it might bounce off that, depending on what Big Blue's going to do.
Yeah, or 15 minutes has a couple fair value gaps.
Say that again, sorry?
The 15-minute has a couple of fair value gaps. It looked like it just bounced off of it.
That's what I'm on now.
Oh, okay.
15-minute. Yeah. So if you go down to 5-minute, it could come down to there. But by the look of it, the 15-minute seems to have. We'll have to wait and see. It depends on. Again, I say this over and over and over again. Depends on Bitcoin. So if you can time it right, Bitcoin's trying to go up a little, but then it could have been a long, because if you'd have taken that, if you'd have got in when it pinged beneath there, you'd have already got kind of just 1%, right? So leveraging 20%, 40%, depending on your leverage. Now, why is that not good enough sometimes, right? Just get out. You don't need to wait.
How many percentage?
If you're doing 20x, it's gone up just for 1%, right?
Yeah.
As it bounced off that fair value gap. Well, that's 20% if you're using 20x, and that's 40% if you're using 40. Why is that not good enough as a day trader? Just move on to the next trade because they're always coming in.
I guess so.
Right.
You know, I mean, it takes discipline to get out at 20% when everything else is popping off.
But you just do it. It's just incremental. At the end of each day, how much profit did you make? The end. Surely that's the important thing.
That's why moving the stop loss was like a good strategy. At least it brought me to 29.
Absolutely pivotal to do that. So that now, if you'd have gone, don't know why it's going to do this crazy thing again when I do this. So I've got to drag it down. I don't know why it does that, but yes, if you there you've got like 2% now, right? And if you got in with a stop loss like here, really, really short, because it's like in the middle of that fair value gap. So you've got a tiny, tiny stop loss. And so your stop loss, you wouldn't be, now that you're 2% in profit, your stop loss wouldn't be there. Your stop loss would be certainly somewhere about up here on this white line. So even if it goes against you, you're not going to lose. So you can just let it rock now and see what you want to do. And as it goes up, you go, okay, I'm just going to move my stop loss up. But it's as simple as that in an exchange to do that, right?
Yeah.
So you can just literally keep moving the stock.
I'm noticing the rising stars. Like there's these tickers that some of them I don't even know. I haven't even heard of. But
yes, I know.
I want to see if there's a way to look into taking all that data there, throwing it in to an agent, and having it basically pull up which Twitter profiles are sharing or discussing, or how much volume of information is being pushed out, and who's saying it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, official Trump came in. I don't know the others. Toshi, Newton, Onyx Coin, don't know it. Tetherium.
It's a tether Ethereum, right?
Tetherium.
Tetherium. Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? And then these new ones. Yes, we can do that. We can. We can either automate it, or you could definitely just take that data and throw it into an AI and say, return the Twitter handles and how many followers and all that kind of shit, right? On any tokenomics and stuff. Because it can actually get that from this link. Because if you went to, say, this Onyx coin, it's got all of this shit here, right? Market cap, FDV, it's got the about, what it is. It's got all that stuff. So you could just get it to go to that web page and return you all the relevant data. OpenAI can do that right now. Search the web, you just give it a URL and go, give me everything about that.
Hey, did you know OpenAI, you can link your Twitter account on there? I thought I overheard. Yeah?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably more than possible. I've not. It's just updated itself. I know you can schedule things now within OpenAI. So you can say every morning at 7 o'clock in my morning or 8 a.m. in my morning, I want you to run this and give me this update on this particular thing, and it will automatically do that at that time. So they're becoming much more kind of useful for being able to set up things, right? And this year is the year of AI. I mean, it's really
for real
going big now. You've seen some of the video quality stuff that people are bringing out. You're not going to believe any news presenter.
I created a script using a computer agent that basically optimized my computer, so it freed up a whole bunch of space, and it did it automatically. It was wild. Yeah.
And very soon, there'll be very successful YouTube channels where a human being is not involved.
Oh, I mean, they're already there.
Yeah. It's incredible. Just incredible. Anyway, that's it. We've banged on for quite some time. BTC back under this level here. Let's see what the market does later today, and we'll report back tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Always a plan. Every single day. Do it the right way. Don't be too degen. All right, guys. That's it for today. If you guys haven't done so already, give us a follow. We just starting out this Twitter. We're gonna bump it up. We're gonna do more. We're gonna get some more tools, insights, whatever. I mean, you guys, if there's any tools or any data that you think we can,
Definitely.
aggregate
Yeah.
data, aggregate off of, then let us know, because yeah, I mean, like, this, it's a wild west out here. So more heads come together, create new things, and yeah, I mean, if we had something that told us about Trump like 2 days before, I mean, there's going to be another opportunity out there. So the more people get
Also,
together and brainstorm, I think the better we'll do.
also, once we've grown this and we start to monetize, some of the channels, some of the more successful channels, um, people that help us will be able to make sure they get that NFT for nothing, right?
Please.
So that's not a problem. So come on in, get involved. We're kind of very much an open door on ideas of what we want to add to this server and what kind of alerts you might be interested in. We've got a bunch of data, but I'm a software engineer, so if some service has an API and you want that data, I can program it.
Let's
That's
go.
part of what we want to do as we move forward.
Totally.
But
All
that's
right.
it today.
All right. So that's it. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Thank you all for watching. And until then, take care, stay safe, and plan ahead. Peace out.
Happy trading, everyone. Bye.
Bye.